Here doing another video of Chernobylite, and the only reason I'm doing this, guys, is because it feels like we're getting close to the end, so I might try to finish it. And also the story's starting to get interesting, so it's kind of once we do play it. So I'm going to try to record. Sorry, I'm going to try to record 2 videos today. So hopefully Thursday or Friday it should be uploading the video.
Игорь, нам нужно кое о чем поговорить. Помнишь, ты спрашивал, почему скрытни не лезут в наш поселок? Я рассказал.
Ладно.
Не знаю точно, как у него.
Пыль, которая...
Sorry about that. For some reason, it's changed the language.
Let's make it happen.
Ugh. Red Stalker, Black Stalker. Ooh, we're going to be seeing the Red Stalker. Ooh, 80s, 80. This is going to be interesting.
Magic powder? It's not really your style to believe in such things, is it, Igor? Still, if there's any truth to it, it could be your best chance to defeat the shadows, and perhaps even him, the Black Stalker.
Okay guys, I'm going to leave you here and I will see you when something interesting happens. Okay. Getting close.
Where do you think you're going?
Don't shoot. I'm friendly.
Friendly my arse. Turn around and keep walking until you disappear.
Why so hostile? I helped you guys out, remember? I need to speak with Matvey.
Did you now? Olga's gone and Kostya is missing. Probably because of you.
Look, I really need this dust. Maybe we can work out some kind of arrangement.
No can do. There's too much going on right now. Kostya and Matvey are both gone. I don't give a toss about Kostya, but Matvey is a different story. At least we know what happened to our kin. Fucking NAR bastards.
Look, I need the white powder.
White powder, eh? And you're a cokehead too. We don't do drugs around here. We live healthy, clean lives.
Now, wait a minute.
Just kidding. I know what you mean. The answer's no.
Okay, I'll be going now.
Good idea. Make yourself scarce, friendo.
Did you hear that? Can you talk to this guy?
Talking to this half-wit is a waste of time.
Any suggestions?
Go to the cemetery. At least that's what we call it. Matt Bay used to visit there from time to time. Maybe you'll find him there. Or Kostya.
Okay, let's go to the graveyard.
Jesus. This isn't really a cemetery, is it? It looks more like a mass grave.
I know, but it gives this awful place a kind of dignity, doesn't it? NAR used to dump bodies here. Sorcerers, light lime. In time, it'll burn everything up. I found my mom there, what's left of her.
What? Why didn't you tell me? Any other secrets you'd like to share?
I didn't want you to know about this place until now. Besides, everyone has secrets. The only question is, how harmful are they?
I'll check the bones, if you don't. Unbelievable. Is it possible they were telling the truth?
What's going on?
Remember when I told you about Chernobylite being a giant turtle that supports the Earth? It could be true. Well, at least partially.
What do you mean?
It seems to be organic. Moreover, it shows signs of basic cognitive functioning. To put it plainly, it learns. That's why it avoids the lye and phosphorus. Incredible. That explains why the shadows won't touch it. I have no idea how Matvey came up with this, but he hit the jackpot.
You can tell me the rest when you get back. Bring the dust.
I told you to return to the UK, Igor, but I see you didn't listen. Well, it's understandable in a way. You're constantly interfering in everyone's business. You're the wild card of the zone. There's no telling if you'll end up on the side of the heroes, or the rats.
You're talking gibberish.
You think I don't know you've been talking to Semenov? Perhaps even Kozlov? Who else, I wonder? But your little gang of misfits and rejects has no idea you're playing both sides.
How do you...
You really are naive, aren't you, Igor? Like a lost little boy. That big brain of yours still can't comprehend what's really going on. Perhaps you're not so special after all.
Rat? Why did he call you a rat, Mousy?
They're using you, but you can't even see it. Did you ever think to stop running everyone's errands for 5 minutes and ask yourself why you're here? Why you're really here?
You're insane. Chernobylite is messing with your mind. Listen, I never sold anyone out. Someone sent me a picture of Tatiana, and I saw her in my dreams. She called out for me to find her.
You're a goddamn liar. She would never. No, you don't belong here.
It's the truth, and I can tell you believe it.
You're delusional. Semenov used a photograph to lure you here, to get you to mess with my plans. He made you his puppet, whether you realize it or not.
You underestimate me, old friend. Yes, I know it's you, Boris. What happened to you? We had our differences back in the day, but we were also good friends, the three of us. Tatiana has always been the most important person in my life. That's true. But that doesn't mean I don't care about anyone else. About my friends.
Friends? Sure. Sure, Boris and Igor, bosom comrades to the end. Cross my heart and all that. It's really bizarre to see you claiming something that doesn't belong to you. If only you knew.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about, but I don't care. I will find Tatiana. If I have to go through you to do so, I will.
You're not lacking in courage, Igor. But courage without knowledge is indistinguishable from stupidity. Do you understand what you're up against? I know you talk to those half-wits in my lab. Their indiscretion cost them their lives, by the way.
You killed them for telling me that crazy theory of yours? That Chernobylite is an organism so powerful it can produce singularities and wormholes inside its own multi-dimensional body?
Believe what you want. But how do you hope to challenge such power if you can't even defeat me? You're so far out of your depth, you don't even realize. I have my own plans, and they don't involve you. Not yet, anyway. I'm not going to kill you, not today. You can thank her for that. But I can't make any promises about the future. Who knows what the future will bring? I sincerely hope I never see you again, Igor.
That was impressive, what you did back there. You faced a monster and survived. Not everyone can say that. And you two have history, right? Damn. Respect, man. Really.
Thanks, I guess.
But keep your eyes on the prize, okay? We're not done quite yet.
So we find out who the Black Stalker is. My theory was right, guys. It was Boris.
Praise the great rat catcher in the skies. You faced the devil himself.
Yes, it was quite...
Don't worry. I could never believe that you were the Rat King. Or even a lesser rat. You have up, but now we know exactly what we're up against. Chernobylite is the evil that descended upon this world. It's the true... Listen to me, Igor. Whatever the cost.
Excuse me. Okay. Go to sleep.
Igor, wake up.
I'm awake, I think.
Meet me in the Red Forest. Time to learn about your past.
So, just like always?
What I'll do, guys, I will cut it here and I will redo it when we get to close to where we have to, guys.
They won't bother you anymore.
A tough guy, huh? Well done. Usually these arseholes don't venture this far because of the lurkers. Anyways, thanks. We would have dealt with them ourselves, but I guess you saved us the trouble.
Jesus Christ, there's so many enemies around.
What do you hope to find among these trees, Igor?
You tell me, my love. You brought me here.
What are you talking about, Igor? Are you losing your mind?
Frankly, yes. I think I might be.
You came here because there's something you need to understand. Something to do with those dead trees. What they are, what they represent.
They're not dead. Not entirely. The radiation from the disaster killed all the microbes, which slowed decay almost to a halt. The Red Forest is like a snapshot in time. But there are signs that nature may recover.
Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Every inch of this area is still badly irradiated. Perhaps this horror will give birth to something entirely new. Perhaps it already has.
New?
Strange, foreign, alien, something unfathomable. New. There's more I want you to see.
This is getting bizarre.
Watch your step, Tanya.
Don't worry, my love. I'll be fine.
Like when you fell out of that tree you were climbing. You almost gave me a heart attack.
I was trying to give you an apple, remember?
Try a low-hanging fruit next time.
Low-hanging fruits are not my thing, Igor. The claw. The most irradiated piece of machinery in the zone. This might also be the most radioactive place in the zone, apart from the reactor core.
I know. It was used to remove the graphite from the roof of reactor number 3. 20,000 Röntgen per hour. Touching it with one's bare hands would practically be suicide. So the liquidators had to use machinery or robots whenever they could.
Both terrifying and fascinating, isn't it? Almost as if someone had accidentally opened a door to the inside of some dark, twisted star, oozing power that should have been left untouched.
Where do you get these ideas from, Tanya? Probably all those science fiction books you used to read. Nuclear fission is just a method of producing energy. We became quite adept at harnessing it.
Really? This place doesn't inspire confidence in your assessment. I know what nuclear fission is, and you know that's not what I'm talking about.
I don't understand.
It's us, humankind. Are we truly ready to bear such a responsibility? We're like a bunch of chimpanzees trying to launch a rocket into space. What if the radioactivity is just the beginning? What if we stumble upon something even more powerful?
Chernobylite.
We need someone to guide us, someone more significant than all of us. Someone or something.
Sometimes I wish humanity had one gigantic head.
What for?
So it could pull that head out of its gigantic ass.
Joke about it if it makes you feel safe, but it changes nothing. I'll show you.
I'll see you guys when I get close.
Samoshems? What do you know about them?
Well, when the Chernobyl reactor blew apart and the radionuclides started spreading, the authorities created an exclusion zone encompassing a 30-kilometer radius around the power plant. The people living in that area were evacuated. Eventually, first the Pripyat dwellers, then the other nearby hamlets: Kopachi, Yanyu, Poliska, Taras, Severivka, Vilcha, Kopachichi, Andriivka, and many more.
They were forced to leave, had to abandon their lives and their belongings. Their animals were shot. But some people refused to leave, didn't they? Or resettled later in secret. But why? Why would they do something so irrational, Igor?
They were sentimental, I guess. They must not have been thinking clearly.
You're the only one thinking clearly, aren't you, Igor? Always trying to reason your way out of every predicament. But people are different. They act on emotions, hopes, and fears.
Illusions.
Look who's talking. A mad scientist conversing with an imaginary woman. You think you know these people, but you don't. What do you know about this place? Its history? Do you have any idea what the folks living here went through? The Russian Civil War, forced collectivization, the Great Patriotic War, Nazi occupation, persecution by the NKVD.
History wasn't kind to this place. I know.
They suffered and lost so much. But they buried their dead and kept on going in spite of everything. This has been their place on Earth for generations. Do you think a bit of radioactivity would scare them away? People don't change that quickly, Igor. Maybe they don't want to, or maybe they just can't. Not many of them are left today. This place is dying. When the last of the Semo shells passes away, it will be the end. What about you, my love? Will you embrace change if our fate depends on it?
The plot thickens.
Igor! Igor! I need you. I need you now.
Tanya?
Meet me in the Pripyat residential area.
I'm missing one clue. I think I've done everything. Oh wow, I don't think I've been here before. I'll see you in a sec, guys. Like the usual.
You're in a good mood today.
I just got word from Fiotia. My record is arriving today.
What record?
Talking Heads.
I've got all the talking heads I need on Soviet national TV.
Look at you, Igor. Seems you're developing a sense of humor.
Well, it must be your sunny disposition rubbing off on me.
Do you have open graves to find girls to fall in love with, Igor?
Do you have to open graves to find girls to fall in love with, Igor?
Heed the call from the void.
Heed the call from the void.
Repeat the words coming from my dead lips.
Repeat the words coming from my dead lips.
En Marana Domus Nava Cronatus.
En Marana Dominos Nava Cranatus.
Crudux Cruel.
Cradax Cruel.
Stop grasping what cannot be grasped.
Stop grasping what cannot be grasped.
I think I leave him to it. Did he just shot himself? What? Oh. Okay. That was weird.
школе номер 3. Это самая большая из 5. Туда еще Надя надо...
Я помню. Искусство.
Science?
Naturally. I bet you can still find a portrait of Lomonosov or Newton hanging up there.
Cute. But that's not all they taught us at this school, is it?
What are you getting at?
Propaganda speeches, military drills, preparing little kids for World War III. What do you do when the evil capitalists drop an atomic bomb on your house? Duck and cover. No. You put on your gas mask and marching boots, grab a rifle and rush the enemy. You kill it. You crush it. You annihilate it. Even when you die, you're not free. So when the party commands it, you rise up from the dead to fight it again. And most of all, you keep your mouth shut. All your life, you protect the state's secrets. Then you take them to your grave.
Those were different times. The Cold War mentality and us versus them routine. A lot has changed.
But has it? Really?
Yes, it has. We live in a new world now.
Look around you. How is this new world working out for you? These children, they were raised to fight the enemy. But how do you fight an invisible enemy? You can't see it. You can't taste it. Yet, you can feel how it penetrates your body, corrupts you from the inside. And you, Igor? Who are you fighting against?
Everyone and everything that stands between me and you, Tanya.
And what if you're wrong? What if the enemy is you?
What are you saying?
Time to move, Igor. We're done here.
This is getting really interesting.
The Azure swimming pool. It brings back so many memories.
Tatiana Fomina Amelieva, youngest freestyle champion swimmer in Pripyat. You know, I sometimes think you missed your calling. It would have been best if you'd pursued a career in sport.
Give me a break. I was never going to be another Galina Prozumenchikova. I never would have won any Olympic gold medals. For me, it was always about this feeling of freedom, being able to float and become weightless. That was my refuge.
Swimming. Yes. You always wanted to teach our...
Say it.
I can't.
Do you think you would have made a good father, Igor?
I don't know. You tell me.
Huh. How do you know I'm not just a voice in your head, my love? There are things you need to figure out by yourself. Unfortunately, I can't help you.
Okay. All right. Yes. I think I'd make a good father. I would do everything to protect our child. Everything to keep him or her from drowning.
Like you kept me from drowning?
That's not fair. Why? Why are you doing this?
I'm not doing anything, my love. You're doing it to yourself. Come, Igor. We still have one more place to visit.
This is getting interesting.
Remember this place?
Oh, it's our old apartment. How could I have forgotten?
Perhaps you wanted to forget. Perhaps you needed to forget, Igor. It used to be our past and future, both. But it's just an empty shell now.
I wonder what happened to all our stuff. My desk, my books, your violin.
Who knows? It's all gone now. Stolen, ruined, torn apart.
It must have been extremely irradiated. It would all be worthless anyway. The liquidators probably removed it all. They had to bury it. Or perhaps some low-life smugglers took it. People are so predictable. They'll snatch up whatever they can carry if the opportunity arises. I once heard a story about a guy who stole a window because...
I don't care about any stupid windows, and neither do you. You're only trying to distract yourself with those pointless little antidotes.
From what?
From what you should have faced the minute you came back to the zone. Instead, you chose to run around like a cowboy and fight a bunch of mercenaries, and unravel the secrets of Chernobylite. When it's been right here all this time, staring you in your face, the truth about us.
It's just an empty apartment, Tanya.
It's the truth.
Must have found. Oh, I do this. I'm missing one clue, but maybe it's still, I can still complete it. Whoa. Okay.
absolutely sure about that, Professor Semenov?
It's the only logical explanation. How else would Amelieva's gamma brainwaves be able to interact with Chernobylite if it wasn't at least partially sentient? And what about the gate?
Some advanced form of telekinesis.
That's not a sufficient explanation, not by a long shot.
But if what you're saying is true, that would mean that the wormholes are... No, that is impossible.
Why impossible? Think about it. Just because we've never seen an organism powerful enough to create, withstand, or even direct the exotic energy found near black holes, doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
So these fractal tunnels, they're also organic. So we're what? Traveling through the veins of a giant multi-dimensional Moby Dick?
Right now, thanks to his trials, only the Black Stalker is. And if you like to play with metaphors, I would say more like a giant multi-dimensional squid.
And that would make the shadows, what? Some kind of external white blood cells?
That's people. What the hell's going on in here?
I quite like that theory. They are here to nourish the main host and protect it from intruders and diseases.
Us?
Most of us, yes.
Shadows emerged through the unstable gate, so you don't think it was retaliation or an invasion?
No. I would rather call it the reaction of an organism that was attacked by something foreign.
By foreign, you mean our test subjects? So shadows are some sort...
Exciting, isn't it? And Amelieva is like the correct protein, the conduit. She can communicate with the beast, but the beast can also speak through her.
I've seen what happened to subjects who were exposed to Chernobylite. Getting some FaceTime with this must be unsettling.
What do you care? Our names will go down in the history books next to Newton and Einstein.
Of course, Professor Semenov. This is all worth it.
So Chernobylite is some kind of sentient, multi-dimensional organism. And Tanya can communicate with it. This is... I can't even wrap my head around this.
It's been so long, my love. Why can't I hear you anymore? Since you gave birth to the boy and fell into a coma. You used to visit me in my dreams. I miss our conversations. I miss you, Tanya. Sometimes, I think I lost my way in all this. Lost myself. We both made so many sacrifices, and now I'm not even sure what awaits us at the end of this road. But this is our only chance to be together. You cannot lose hope now. Please, just let Semenov have what he wants. Give it to him, and then we can have each other.
Poor bastard. It seems his delusion keeps him going. But I need to focus. I have to find out what Tanya is supposed to give to Semenov.
It's fascinating, Professor Semenov, really. But I'm here to discuss business, not scientific curiosities. Our investors need to see a return on their investment.
You don't need to worry about that. It can be monetized in ways they can't even imagine.
Now I'm having second thoughts who the Black Stalker is now.
But that's just the thing. These people don't like surprises. They want to know precisely what to expect. New types of weapons, medicine, a new means of transportation.
All of that, and more. You can tell your precious investors that the millions they're pouring into our project will come back to them as billions.
And what about the Duga radar? It's been drawing all kinds of unnecessary attention over the years. These dark tourists and those damn stalkers.
It has served its purpose. You can scrap it and make razors for all I care. We've got Amelieva now. She's the ultimate conduit. What we have in the works right now, it will transform the NAR into the biggest conglomerate in the world. It's going to be $1 trillion business. We will use Amelieva to stabilize the gate to another world, the Chernobylite's world. And once we are able to travel there, this will be a revolution unlike anything humanity has ever witnessed. You could call it an ontological shock.
Ontolo what? Never mind. Okay, as long as you find a safe way of putting a dollar sign on it, you've got the permission of the board. But, you know, just keep your feet on the ground, okay, Professor? We're here to make money, not destroy the world or cause shocks of any kind.
I've got it all under control. Everything is in place, and our patient zero is ready.
Dear God, so that's what Semenov needs Tanya for? Stabilizing a wormhole? A gate to the origin of Chernobylite. I need to get to the power plant and find her fast, before he can carry out this insane plan. Who knows what can happen to her, or to the world? I've got to make a plan, and move fast.
Get up, Professor Kunik. Time is of the essence.
Unfortunately, guys, this has been going on long enough. So I'm going to call it a video here, guys, because it's been almost an hour. I hope you enjoy the video, guys. If you do, leave a thumbs up on this video. If anything makes you jump, if you got any theories, or do you agree with any of my theories, put in the comments down below, guys. I do read the comments. I hope you enjoy, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.